Air travel is statistically the safest form of transport, but when gravity takes over, the difference between life and death comes down to seconds. Today, we are ranking 7 aviation disasters where the margin for survival was razor thin, from a modern miracle in Tokyo to a catastrophic impact that left only a single survivor among hundreds. These are the flights that changed everything. Let's get into it. We start at number 7 with a visual that looks like a total tragedy: Japan Airlines Flight 516. Look closely at the runway. As the Airbus A350 touches down, it collides with a Coast Guard plane and instantly erupts into a massive fireball. The aircraft trails a river of flame as it skids to a halt, the fuselage glowing from the intense heat. Yet, this became a modern miracle. Every single person on the commercial jet survived because the crew executed a flawless evacuation in minutes, and passengers left their luggage behind to escape the inferno. From a fiery runway, we move to number 6, where a landing goes wrong in seconds. Air India Express Flight 1344 is landing in heavy rain when it runs out of tarmac. Watch the trajectory of the plane. It plunges off the end of the tabletop runway and crashes into the gorge below, snapping the fuselage completely in two. Despite the violence of the drop, over 85% of those on board survived. This was because, miraculously, the fuel tanks did not ignite upon impact, preventing a post-crash fire from claiming those trapped in the wreckage. At number 5, we see a plane hitting the water instead of the runway. Precision Air Flight 494 is on final approach when it strikes the surface of Lake Victoria. Look at the position of the aircraft. It crashes short of the airport and begins to submerge, trapping passengers inside the sinking cabin as water floods in. While 19 people were lost, 24 made it out alive. This survival happened because local fishermen arrived immediately in small boats, smashing the windows with oars to pull people out before emergency teams could even get there. Number 4 shows the chaos of a military transport disaster. A Philippine Air Force C-130 misses the runway and plows into a coconut grove. Listen to the impact. The aircraft breaks apart and is immediately consumed by a wall of fire and secondary explosions. But in the midst of this destruction, over 50 soldiers survived. They lived because they recognized the crash was imminent and managed to jump from the fractures in the burning fuselage seconds before the main fuel tanks exploded. At number 3, the crash happens before the flight even begins. A Sauria Airlines jet is attempting to take off in Kathmandu when it banks sharply to the right. Watch the wingtip. It strikes the ground, sending the plane cartwheeling into a fireball that destroys the entire airframe. 18 souls were lost instantly. The only survivor was the captain. He lived because the cockpit section broke away from the main fuselage, shielding him just enough to be pulled from the wreckage seconds before the fire took over. At number 2, we witness the horror of a crash in a residential zone. Pakistan International Airlines Flight 8303 stalls while attempting a go-around. Look at the environment below. The massive Airbus A320 drops like a stone directly into a narrow street, crushing houses and destroying the aircraft completely. Out of nearly 100 people, only 2 men survived. They made it out because their specific seats shielded them from the crushing force of the collapse, allowing them to crawl out of the burning debris while 97 others perished. Finally, at number 1, we arrive at the most extreme catastrophe on this list: Air India Flight 171. The jet is carrying 242 people when it slams into a medical college hostel on the ground. Look at the scale of the devastation. The impact kills 19 people on the ground and wipes out almost everyone on the plane. The death toll is 260. Yet, one man, seated in 11A, was found alive. He survived because the force of the impact threw him clear through a break in the fuselage, making him the sole survivor of a tragedy that claimed everyone else. From miraculous evacuations to singular stories of survival against impossible odds, these incidents remind us of the sheer force involved in aviation. If you want to see more deep dives into these survival stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And this is Incident Explained, where facts meet the unbelievable.